Hello, good morning, students. I am Vikram Singh Rathod, Assistant Professor at Center for E-Governance. Today I am presenting a basic or main library for plotting and visualization data in Python. First of all, discuss with plotting and visualization in Python. Visualization is a universal tool for investigating and communicating results of computational studies, and it is hardly an exaggeration to say that the end product of nearly all computations, be it numeric or symbolic, is a plot or a graph of some sort. It is well visualized in graphical form that knowledge and insight can be most easily gained from computational results. Visualization is therefore a tremendously important part of the workflow in all fields of computational studies. In the scientific computer environment, the Python, there are a number of high quality visualization libraries. The most popular general purpose visualization libraries is Matplotlib. Its main focus is on generating static publication quality 2D and 3D graphs, or various type of graphs such as bar graphs, column graphs, scatter graphs, etc. Many other libraries focus on niche areas of visualization. The visualization landscape in the scientific computing environment for Python is vibrant and diverse, and it provides ample option for various visualization needs. In this e-lecture, we focus on exploring traditional scientific visualization in Python using the Matplotlib library. With traditional visualization, I mean plot and figure that are commonly used to visualize result and data in scientific and technical disciplines, such as a line plot, bar plot, contour plot, color map plot, and 3D surface plot. Matplotlib is a Python library for publication quality 2D and 3D graphic with support for a variety of different output formats. At the time of writing, the latest version is 1.4.2. More information about Matplotlib is available at the official websites www.matplotlib.org. This website contains detailed documentation and extensive gallery that showcase the various type of graphs that can be generated using the Matplotlib library together with the code for each example. This gallery is a great source of inspiration for visualization ideas, and I highly recommend exploring Matplotlib by browsing this gallery. There are two common approaches to creating scientific visualization: using a graphical user interface to manually build a graph, and using a programmatic approach where the graphs are created with code. Both approaches have their advantage and disadvantage. In this e-lecture, we will take the programmatic approach, and we will explore how to use the Matplotlib API to create graph and control every aspect of their appearance. The programmatic approach is a particularly suitable method for creating graphics for scientific and technical applications, and in particular for creating publication quality figures. An important part of the motivation for this is that programmatically created graphics can guarantee consistency across multiple figures, can made reproducible, and can easily be revised and adjusted without having to redo potentially lengthy and tedious procedure in a graphical user interface. First of all, students, you can import the Matplotlib in your programming code environment such as Anaconda or Python. Unlike most Python libraries, Matplotlib actually provide multiple entry points into the library with different application programming interfaces APIs. Especially it provide a stateful API and an object-oriented API, both provided by the module matplotlib.pyplot. I strongly recommend only using the object-oriented approach, and the remainder of this chapter will slowly focus on this part of matplotlib. To use the object-oriented matplotlib API, we first need to import its Python module. In the following, we assume that matplotlib is imported using the following standard conventions. First of all, you write the following codes: percent symbol and matplotlib inline. This indicates that the matplotlib is loaded in your Python environment or Anaconda environment. Then after, import the matplotlib as MPL or any name you can suggest as PLT or MPL, etc. Import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Then after, you can write the following code: from mpl underscore toolkits.matplot3d.access3d import access3d. These above codes are called the matplotlib library in your programmatical environment. The first line is assuming that we are working in an IPython environment, and more especially in the IPython notebook or the IPython Qt console. Students, I am writing the codes in Anaconda using IPython Qt code. You can show in our next e-lecture. The IPython magic command %matplotlib inline configure the matplotlib to use the inline backend, and which result is created figures being displayed directly in, for example, the IPython notebook rather than in a new Windows. The statement import matplotlib as a MPL imports the main matplotlib module, and the import statement import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT for its convenient access to the submodule matplotlib.pyplot that provide the functions that we will use to create a new figure instance. While you writing the code, you just write to create a code simple .plt, and then after, the environment provide many number of functions that you can use as per your requirement to plot a graph. Throughout this e-lecture, we also make frequent use of the NumPy library for calculations of numerical data, as we assume that NumPy is imported using the below code: import NumPy as NP, and we also use the SymPy library imported as import SymPy. Basically, NumPy and SymPy are based on numerical concepts of Python numerical type applications, and SymPy is represent for a symbolic calculations or expressions in Python code environment. Getting started. Before we deliver deeper into the detail of how to create a graphic with matplotlib, we begin here with a quick example of how to create a simple but typical graph. We also cover some of the fundamental principles of the matplotlib library to build up an understanding for how graphics can be produced with the library. Thanks, students. In our next lecture, we will prepare a graphical representation using matplotlib library. Thanks.